Okay, glad to see everyone here. I'm going to make one comment up front that I need you to really remember. You're going to leave with more questions than you arrived with, okay? And the better dowsing works for you, the more questions you have. And if you want to get totally confused about dowsing, go on the internet. Okay, you'll see so many different ways of dowsing, and what we plan to do is show you things that we know that work for most people and that are useful to you, like how to find a water leak, how to find different things like your septic tank, your field drain. Underground things, and how to identify what you have found. But here again, there are different methods, but we use the dowsing rods, which are just two pieces of metal, and anything that's stiff, that's firm enough to when you hold it out, it doesn't bend. You can use wire, you can use brass. Some people swear by brass, but these, for you gentlemen that have done maybe a little construction work, these are insulation supports that hold it up under the house, and they're very sharp on the end to hold that. And I'll grind this off and get rid of the sharp point on it. They come 100 to a box, and makes me 50 sets of rods, and that's the only. You can use clothes hangers, do just as well. About anything you want to use. It's not particularly the metal that makes it work or not work for you. It will not work for everyone in here. Probably out of this group, 2 to 3 to 4, it won't hit a lick. The rest of you, it will work really well or fairly well. And we've been doing this for a lot of years. And that is about the average, about 30%. And I don't know, I told you that a minute ago, I don't know why it won't work for these people. We have looked at health and gender and race, clothing, everything that we can look for that would indicate that I could say, it won't work for you. There's no pattern to who it will not work for. And here again, we just don't know why, but we've looked at it for many, many years. Now, we've talked a little bit about the rods, and they're called, some people call them divining rods, some people call dowsing rods, but I call them two coat hangers, that's what it is, But now, my name is Charlie Monday. It's not Tuesday, but Monday. It's my wife, Sandy, over here. She's like, all right. And what we would like to do, we're going to demonstrate some things for you. And then we're going to allow you to do the same thing we demonstrated. This is a hands-on. It's very informal. Just take your time, have a good time. And but here again now, some of these things, the better it works for you, the more you're going to wonder about it. So you'll see what I'm talking about down the road, if you'll hold this. First thing, we'll start with the dowsing rods. And the rods will pick up anything underground. No matter what it is, it will pick it up. It'll give a reading. But the secret is to find out what you have found, okay? Now, for instance, in this room, I know that there's an electric wire. You can see the little openings where you can open it up and get it plugged in. And I know that electric wire runs through here. And you can see that I get it here, and I get it here, and get it all the way down almost to the back of this room. But I know what that is. I can see it. But that's what happens. The rods just turn, all right? Now, I'm going to take a coin. I'm going to put this quarter right here. Now, I'm going to approach, that's a quarter, just a coin. And watch as I approach the coin, okay? Now I'm over it. Now I have gone past it. I'm back over it. I haven't got to it, okay? Now this will work for you, and I don't know why. As long as it works, she says, all right. Now I'm going to do this, and this doesn't prove or disprove anything. This is just something to let you practice on to get the feel of the rods so when you go for something else underground, you'll know what to expect. And I'm going to go between these two coins, and you can say this audibly or think it or whatever. I'm going to say, find the quarter, okay? Now, I'm going to do the penny, find the penny. And I'm going to do something that's pretty dangerous for an 80-year-old man. I'm going to close my eyes and go through here and find both coins, okay? Now this will work for a lot of you. And already, I don't know. Okay. We're going to move on now. Let me get my coins here. We're going to move on to the forked stick. Now, this will work for about 70%. This, one of every 25, about 4 of 100, okay? Now, my great-grandfather was a water witch in the community, and of course, growing up, everybody knew about that. The kids, you didn't pay any attention to that. But what really sparked my interest in dowsing, I went in 1981, went down to the family cemetery plot where my father had died, and I went to the caretaker of the cemetery and told him I needed to bury my father. And he said, well, we'll go down and take a look. And I said, I want to bury him right here next to my mother. He said, well, there might be someone buried there. I said, there's not a marker. He said, that doesn't mean a lot in these old cemeteries. So a lot of people are buried and don't have a marker. And he said, I'll go back out to the office and get my machine. Well, I expected something like CSI, and come back with 2 coat hangers. And he dowsed across there, and he said, yes, there's no burial here. You can bury. And back in the back side of this thing, my great-grandmother was a terrible diabetic, and she had a lot of children that didn't survive for a short distance. And it was like 5 or 6 stones out through there with babies on it. And I said, well, we've got another spot up at the end of this row. He went back there, said, no, there's a baby buried here. Okay. And about 2 years ago, I guess, during genealogy research, I found the death certificate for that little baby. Just didn't get a stone, okay? Now we're going to do some things here on how to identify unmarked graves and so forth and so on. But now let's talk about the stick again real fast. Don't be surprised if it does not work for you. I'd love to get 2 or 3, but we haven't had one all day that it worked for. So this is a 3rd class, I guess, and that's not unusual. We sometimes go 3 classes and have over 100, and then I might hit a class to get a couple, but as an average, 4 out of 100. Now, the stick is, my great-grandfather said you had to have a willow. People from some of the northern states swear that you have to have a fruit-bearing tree, apple, peach, or something like that. For us, for Sandy and myself, anything we cut around here works, okay? And it's very unusual in the same family, and this is no blood kin, we're hillbillies, but we're not cousins married. No DNA here, okay? But it works for both of us. And it's inverse to the rods. The rods you hold just as loosely as possible, no thumbs on it. Just let it be really free to get it to work. The forked stick, and this is not now a limb with another limb growing out. This is like you make a slingshot with, you know. It's got to be a forked stick. And if it works for you, you'll know it instantly. Just there's be no doubt in your mind that it works for you, because I'm just going to lay it in my thumbs, and then I'm going to turn my palms up towards the sun. Now here it comes, and you can do one or two things. You can turn loose or blister your hand, okay? But now, Sandy, the first time it worked for her, she fell over. She wasn't expecting it, but it's a lot harder for her than it is me. Watch this. Yeah, if this was fresh and had fresh bark on it, it'd twist bark off of it. You know, you've probably heard that all your life. People that know about dowsing and about the forked stick. Now we're going to tell, and instead of allowing everyone to start out and just finding the coin, what we're going to do is talk about finding unmarked graves, okay? And then we're going to ask someone that's young enough to lie on this mat. Yeah, and we need a male. If we have a male volunteer that can lay, if you'll just lie on here, it doesn't matter. Just lie like that. Just lie down on your back. Just lie down on your back. Over on your back. There you go. There you go. Well, can we get a male?
You're going to be the body.
Yeah. One of you guys want to help us out here a minute? Yeah. Okay. Now, what you need to keep in mind about grave dowsing, and what we're looking for is burials with no headstones. All the cemeteries that we know around here are Christian burials. You're buried on the back, heads to the west, looking east for the second coming. That's a Christian burial. All these old cemeteries are that way. Now, when you get into a cemetery and you're going down through, you see these headstones with names on it. You know the ones that do not have a stone are not buried helter skelter. They're right in the same line. They just didn't get a headstone or a footstone, and that happens a lot. The newborn babies that didn't survive and things like that have graves. A married couple, the spouse dies and they get a stone, and the other one dies and there's nobody to get up. You know, that's how it happened. Now, if I'm just going to imagine that I'm in a cemetery and I've identified where the headstones are, okay? The heads are all this way, I know that. And I'm walking along and I'm reading these headstones and I'm seeing a grave. And then there's a blank space, no stones. So I come along, oh, whoa, there's a grave here, okay? Now, the most important thing to do when you find an unmarked grave, you know where the head is, it's right in line with the others, is go to the foot of the grave and find out the length of the grave, okay? Now that tells you if it's about the age. Of course now, yeah, if you've ever been around really, really old people, you know they were a lot shorter than they are now. So sometimes a little woman will look, you know what I'm saying, like a teenager. But the most important part of finding the length is if you go with one rod and go through the middle of the body okay, it will always point at the head of a female. I better walk around. Or the foot of a male. Now, and what we're going to do here just shortly is let you, if it works on this, then it'll work on the coin thing for you, see. So we're going to try to kill two birds with one stone. We're running a little behind. But here again, when I go across here, that's pointing to my left. If I'm coming this way, it's pointing to my right, but it's not right or left, it's always pointing to the foot. Okay? With that said, volunteers start us. Who wants to start us out? There you go. And we have, in a room like this, we have to come in the first day really early to eliminate things like rebar under the concrete and things that you get readings, which interrupts learning how to dowse. But this is clear where this blanket, it's all clear under there. So let me hold that just a moment. The idea is to don't put any pressure on them, don't squeeze them, and just hold them out and just take a minute to get them learn to balance them, and then ease slowly up on that, up on that young lady out there. If you hold the front up just a little more, yeah, more level like that. Now you'll learn just a minute. There you go. Okay, now you. Okay, just step over and do the male now. I mean, just do them one rod. There you go. I got a feeling that the stick might work for him. That's really banging. Okay, somebody else here. Let's. And you got, if you protrude your arms forward a little bit, just keep in mind, if you're doing this in a real cemetery, you can stand on the grave. Here we sort of put the rods out so we don't step on the dead bodies, okay? Okay, just take a minute. It'll take you a minute. You'll learn to balance them. You'll get them balanced there. Just take your time. Now, try to clear your mind, not that it will or will not work, and just ease up. Put your toes right up to her there. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now, if you'll take your right hand or your left.
Right.
Okay, if you just back up and go right through the middle of the body. And ease right on up against her. You're not squeezing it? No. Okay, go around and try the male. Whoop. Keep in mind, about a minute she's been doing this. We've been doing it for 30 years, so you ever, just put your toes up there against him. Yeah, it probably would work if you could stand on the grave because it worked for you.
What she's doing,
Yeah.
when you look at that,
Is it loose?
y'all see that groove right there? Put it right in that groove. Yeah, now.
There it goes. Go across the female again.
It was over her knuckle, and so when it tried to swing, her knuckle was keeping it from swinging.
There you go. Got it. Next. You need to stand back, start back here, And just hold it in your hand like this, and let it just, now like that. Yeah, like that, and just, that's good, and it'll take you just a minute to learn to balance. It takes everybody. Now, just ease up on it. No, don't believe it's going to work.
And on her left hand,
Yeah.
she's holding that with her thumb.
Yeah,
No.
no, she's not holding it. Later on, we'll try a shorter set of
Try the
rods.
other- Can I try the
Pardon?
other side, the guy?
Yeah. We have some short rods in there somewhere. Sometimes a shorter rod works better for a petite hand. No, it's just not,
Try these right here.
yeah. These guys are gonna get tired here in a little bit. I just walk out. No, I'm afraid you're in the 30%. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. Who's next? Yeah. Yeah, if you sort of protrude your arms forward so we don't have to stand on the body. Yeah, and there you go. And just ease up on it.
Are they supposed to be straight?
Good so. It's gonna work for her.
There you go. One rod, yeah. It worked pretty good for her, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
These bodies are really keeping an eye on whoever's got the rods.
And
Those heads are just swiveling back and forth.
there you go. But they're working fairly good for a newcomer, you know. And the more relaxed you get, the easier it works for you. There they go. Next. Are you a believer?
I'm gonna try to stick.
Yeah, I don't know why that works. We know it works. I mean, I'll get drill wells for people, you know, or find them wells for them. I do cemetery work, and we know whether to bury there or not. And all these things we're showing you, we know they work, but no one's ever had an answer. Now, dowsing goes back centuries back. We've got a little booklet up here you could get later if you like. But down in Peru, they are, we're doing a dig, and they were doing a dig recently in the last few years of a wall, uncovering the wall, 6,000 years old, and drawings on it. Someone had a forked stick on that wall in this room, because right out in the hallway behind here, there is a stream of water 268 feet below this level. And we're going to, Sandy's going to stay here with about half of you. About half of you are going to go with me. We'll go out and explore the water while you're doing the stick, and then we'll do it, okay? So if you don't want to split up, but about this many people go with me. Okay, now, we've been finding things underground, the graves, wire, and the corn and different things, and the rods do this. Now, if you come across moving water in a pipe or an underground stream, they do this, okay? Now, for you guys that have had water leaks or know someone that had terrible water leaks and can't find the leak, okay? If you're going, I'm gonna pretend this is water. You go to the source. It won't be a meter or a pump or whatever. You're losing water, but nothing's wet, okay? So what you do, you start back here, and it's going to flip out because water's running through there. And you keep working up the pipe, and it flips out, and whoa, it doesn't flip out. No water running there. Water running here, no water there. There's your leak. Okay? Now what we're going to do here, I've been out and explored this, and I'm going to, if you find a stream of water, it's never straight. It meanders, okay? It's down there and it's running level or practically level. But this stream won't go 5 feet till it'll move this way, that way. And right along in here, I'm going to show you, I'm going to get this stream up. Okay, see the rods come out, and I'm going to just take a poker chip here. Mark that. That's one side of the stream. And this is the other side of that stream. And if it's any useful thing for it, the water is running that direction, and that's the same way in a water pipe. In this little booklet, we've got a lot more things in there you can do that's really helpful for you, okay? Now, if we found a stream of water, we know. How deep is it? Now, keep in mind that stream's right here, and it goes over, it disappears and comes back. You know, it's wandering around in here. But now I'm going to take this. This is just an old coat hanger. Just cut it and straightened it out. Now, every time this bobber goes down, and we'll start counting. Now, we're not going to go to 268. It takes a long time. But I'll guarantee you that it'll quit. If it's 100 feet, it'll quit at 100 feet. Now, I was over in North Carolina, Hot Springs, North Carolina, with a contractor. He was wanting to build some cabins up in there, and he was looking for a well for his cabins. And I got to bobbing with this, and it was bobbing up and down, and everybody was counting. And there was a gnat got on my ear, and like this. And to make matters worse, it was eventually a 600-foot well, but it got down about 200, and this nut flew off. Went back. I had to start over. It was a bad day for dowsing, but here we go now, and I'm just going to put it in my hand. And 1, count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 feet, 11, 12. And it'll go right on till it reaches the water level, and then it'll quit. You want to try it? I'll take care of you. We'll just put the rods over here. Yeah, I just take one hand and put the other one on it and hold it really tight and get right in the middle of the stream, which is right there. Now hold it. Hold it really tight. It's working. Let me give you a little help. Next. Yeah, get it just between the two chips.
Just
there.
real tight like that?
Yeah, yeah. And just hold on. Let me give you some help here. You just hold one hand on the other. Here we go. You ready? Boy, you're doing good. There you go. Look at how fast you're going. I'm gonna turn you loose. It's working for you.
Wow,
Yeah, it's working.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I just put one hand, just grab the other one like that. Just hold it tight. Try not to let it move, let your hands move. Right there and sort of put there you go, down. Now, hold on. No, okay.
Seriously?
Put this in. I'm gonna give you some help here. You ready? I'm not moving it.
No, you're not.
Next.
Right, that one doesn't work for me.
Both hands?
Yeah, what I've just put it here and then just grab the other hand like that and squeeze it tight and try not to let your hands move up and down and sort of about like that right there. Just hold on. It's trying. I believe slide your hand up about here, both of them. I believe it's going to work for you. You feel it?
Yes.
Let me give you a little help here.
Good.
Just you see it quiver? You see it quiver?
Wow. My daddy dowsed. Maybe he passed the gift to you.
That's right.
Try it. I want to see if you can